It's now 7:29. Time to get started this morning. Happy Tuesday to you. It is already Tuesday. Check that out. 4-day week this week in the Eagles Nest. I hope you enjoyed your long weekend. It is always a little challenging to get back into the groove of things. So shake those cobwebs off today because it's going to be a great day in the Eagles Nest. We are now entering week 4 in the Eagles Nest. So almost halfway through the first quarter. Halfway through this week, we will be halfway through the first quarter. So hard to believe about that. Hey, with that being said, let's make sure that you're locked in on morning announcements this morning. You're actively listening to the speaker, which is me at this time. So you want to make sure you're ending any side conversations and you're staying locked in so we can make sure we're getting the most out of announcements this morning. And look right behind me, the leaderboard. Right? Specials champ, hallways champ, and the soaring champ. So we've had quite a few different winners, but I'm seeing a couple names continue to come up. So those classrooms are doing some really good things. This week on Friday, we will add an attendance champion. So this week begins Attendance Awareness Month. So check this out. Being at school is a good thing. I think you already knew that, right? But one of the things is if you miss a couple of days a month, that can really set you far behind. So we need you here every single day. So what we're looking for is we are looking for the homerooms with 95% or better attendance. Now that's really good, but guess what? If you want to be an elite scholar, you got to be here. And 95% is the expectation. So we're looking not only to crown the new attendance champion this week, but if your homeroom has 95% or more, then it is ice cream party time. And hey, my goal is why can't every class have that, right? So you can do that. It's a competition within yourself to show up every single day. Make sure that you are arriving at the bus stop on time, making sure you're getting there or you're walking here on time each and every morning. So we'll add one more champ here this week as the attendance champ. Take a look at our scholars of the week, all the way from pre-K to 5th grade. Great job. We will highlight you every day this week as you were our scholars of the week for this past week in the Eagles Nest. So we're looking forward to crowning our next Scholars of the Week on Friday. Just 4 days away of being able to do that. So today is Tuesday, September 6th, as we are moving through September already very quickly. Take a look at some of the reminders, and I've got one other one on there that I want to add this morning, scholars. So make sure you're focused in on these. First off, we're doing great with these, but if you have a cell phone, you're making sure you're putting those up in your book bag once announcements are over with. Your teachers will lead you through that. If you haven't already done so, you'll do that after announcements. Once again, and when we're standing in the hallway, make sure we're standing in the direction, facing the direction of where our teacher is. That will really help us not only stay focused in the hallway, but that's also following the Fairview 5 of actively listening to whoever the speaker is. So the teacher might not be speaking, but they are still in a way could speak at any moment. So I got to make sure my eyes are on them so I know where my line is going at all times. And so help us out by not leaning on the walls, but staying focused up on your teacher. And then, of course, voice level 0 during our transitions, of course, and during dismissal. Also help us out too, scholars. So, hey, listen, when you are inside your classrooms, that's the most important part of the day, right? That core instruction, that time when you were learning and having some good time with your teachers. So listen, emergencies are emergencies, but you go to the restroom as a class. So make sure that you are locked in during class. Because if I see you out in the hallway, right, even if you're going to the restroom, that's fine if it's an emergency, but if you're in the hallway, you're missing out on quality time inside the classroom. So make sure you're focusing on that and practicing some self-control on making sure that you are staying in class and getting where you need to get to. We've got some high expectations for you this year, and we want to make sure you are rising to those, which we know that you will. All right, so here's the weather report this week. I'm not going to lie to you. It's looking a little rainy, right, each day. I think 40% or above is what it is. So hopefully the showers are few and far between so you can still get outside and play. But if you do, it might be a little wet. So make sure that in your recess zone, if you do get a chance to go outside, that you are being safe and making sure you are still having some fun. All right, so Fairview 5. This is our challenge that I put in front of you to know this, right? This begins tomorrow. So I will share with you a morning announcements when your class will be going, but your class will have to, you individually, recite the Fairview Five to me, which means say it by memory, and then also the Scholar Pledge if you know that one as well. But I'm really looking for the Fairview Five so that you can sign the wall. Number one, actively listen to the speaker. It's one thing to say that, it's another thing to do that. So make sure you are doing that each and every day when I come into your classrooms. This is why you always see me do this. I'm always, if you're looking at me, I'm not speaking, right? I'm pointing you back to your teacher, right? So stay actively listening to the teacher. Keep your hands and feet to yourself. Always just a good rule of thumb to have, whether you're on the bus, whether you're at recess, whether you're in music, whether you're in art, wherever you are, keeping your hands and feet to yourself and practicing that self-control is a good thing to do. Number three, cleaning up your area. That helps keep our school community clean, and that is a great thing to do. So make sure you're helping out. Number four, being kind to others with your words and actions. Hey, spreading kindness is a not easy thing to do, right? However, the people that do that, the scholars that do that, right, those are the scholars that are elite and the ones that I'm looking at, right? So make sure that we're being kind to others, not only with our words, but our actions as well. And number five, you are doing your best. That's what we ask of you every single day. Your best looks different than mine and the person beside you. And guess what? That's okay. But as long as you're giving your best each and every day, that's all we are asking here in the Eagle's Nest. One final time to take a look at the Scholar Pledge before you may have to recite it. Actually, you get to look at it one more time tomorrow, too. It says, as a Fairview Scholar, I choose integrity, excellence, and teamwork. We talked about those words last week. Today, I will soar to new heights and do my best. I am a Fairview Eagle, and I will be successful. So this is it. Tomorrow begins the challenge. Do you know the Fairview Five? Do you know the Scholar Pledge? You got to be ready for your moment. And these are the words we talked about last week, right? So integrity, excellence, and teamwork. It's not only in our Scholar Pledge, but it's also built into our Fairview Five as well. There's a reason that we spend the first 3 weeks of school on the Fairview Five, and then, of course, our 3 words. And that's because we really want you to be elite scholars in the Eagle's Nest. We don't want you just to be a regular old student. We want you to be an elite scholar. That's what we're striving for each and every day. Beginning tomorrow, I'm excited about this. We're going to start reading a text on morning announcements called The Hard Hat, and it's all about teamwork and about 10 ways that you can be a great teammate. Our 2 main characters here, they're in 5th grade, but I think you're gonna like this story as we read through it Tuesday through next week on morning announcements. But it's all about integrity, excellence, and teamwork, and highlighting what a good teammate does, not only on, in this case, the basketball court, but also in the classroom and outside the classroom as well. So looking forward to starting that tomorrow on morning announcements. And then also, of course, we know our next level championship belts are all up for grabs this week. Are we going to have a retaining title? The hallway champ is with Miss Green. That's a 2-time winner this year. Is Mr. Phillips' class going to take it back, or are we going to have a new champ? Specials champ has gone around a couple times. The soaring champ is in 3rd grade right now with Miss Esser, and the attendance champ is the new belt that is coming out this Friday. So looking forward to that. Hey, listen, so you hear me say it all the time, be great because you are great, which is an awesome thing. But this is some of the mantra that we've come up with this year, right? Good is good, great is great, elite is elite. Remember, elite means that you are superior. And so by superior doesn't mean that you're saying, haha, I'm better than you. None of that, right? You're not making fun of anybody. You are just letting your actions speak for themselves, because in most instances, actions speak louder than words. So we want to make sure that today your actions are speaking loudly, and you are doing everything you can to become an elite scholar here on a Tuesday in the Eagle's Nest. So with a shorter week, that means you have a shorter amount of time to become a Scholar of the Week, and also for your class to win some belts. But I'm looking forward to seeing you in action today. It's going to be a great day in the Eagle's Nest. Remember to shake off those cobwebs early and get after it today. Give us everything you've got from 7:40 to 2 o'clock, and it's going to be an awesome day in the Eagle's Nest. Remember to be great because you are great. Have an excellent Tuesday.